Life is not something that changes overnight. It's something that improves slowly, step by step, with the right habits, choices, and mindset. Most people want a better life, but they don't realize it starts with small, simple actions that you can do every single day. So, let's talk about 10 powerful ways to improve your life, not by chasing perfection, but by becoming just a little better every day. 1. Start your day early. You've probably heard it 1,000 times, wake up early, and your life will change. It sounds simple, almost too simple to be true, right? But here's the real truth. Waking up early isn't just about the time on your alarm clock. It's not about forcing yourself to get out of bed at 5 a.m. or following some rigid morning routine you saw in a YouTube video. It's about something much deeper. It's about giving yourself a head start before the rest of the world even begins to move. When you wake up early, something magical happens. The world feels completely different. The air is quiet, the streets are calm, and everything seems still. There's no noise, no pressure, no constant buzz of notifications, messages, or responsibilities. It's just you, your thoughts, and that quiet moment of peace that most people never experience because they're still asleep. Those quiet early hours are powerful. They're the golden time when your mind is at its clearest. Think about it. No one's calling you, no one's demanding your attention, and there's nothing pulling you in 10 different directions. You can finally think. You can sit down and ask yourself, what do I actually want to do today? What's important to me? It's a time to plan, to dream, and to reflect before the rush of the day begins. You see, when you start your day early, you start it with intention. You're not reacting to life, you're creating it. Most people wake up late, rush through breakfast, scroll through their phone, and then jump straight into their day already feeling behind. Their mornings feel like a race against the clock. But when you wake up early, you flip that script. You're not chasing the day is following your lead. That shift alone changes everything about how you feel and how much you get done. Now, waking up early doesn't automatically make you successful, but what it does is give you space. Space to do the things that matter most. Maybe you use that time to exercise to get your body moving and boost your energy before the world even knows you're up. Or maybe you use that time to read to feed your mind with new ideas and perspectives. Some people use those early hours to meditate, pray, or simply sit quietly and visualize their goals. It doesn't really matter what you do. What matters is that you're doing something that fuels you before the noise of the day begins. Let's be honest, mornings can be tough. The bed feels warm, the blanket feels heavy, and your brain tells you, just 5 more minutes. But that 5 minutes often turns into 30, and before you know it, you're rushing again. The truth is, discipline is built in those small moments, the moment you choose to get up when you don't feel like it. When you win that first battle of the day, every other challenge becomes a little easier. Think of waking up early as training for your mind. You're teaching yourself that you're in charge, not your comfort, not your excuses, and definitely not your snooze button. And that mindset, that sense of control bleeds into everything else you do. You start to feel more confident, more focused, and more capable because you've proven to yourself that you can do hard things, even when it's uncomfortable. And here's another thing most people don't realize. Waking up early changes your relationship with time. When you wake up late, the day feels like it's slipping through your fingers. You're constantly trying to catch up. But when you wake up early, suddenly the day feels longer. You have time to breathe, to think, to move at your own pace. You can enjoy your morning coffee instead of gulping it down while checking emails. You can take a walk, listen to music, or just sit in silence. That kind of calm energy sets the tone for the entire day. There's also something deeply psychological about it. When you wake up early and see the sunrise, it reminds you of life's rhythm, that every day is a new beginning. That no matter what happened yesterday, you get another chance today. Watching the world wake up with you gives a sense of renewal and purpose that's hard to explain until you've felt it yourself. It's like hitting the reset button for your soul. Of course, waking up early doesn't mean you have to sacrifice sleep. In fact, it's the opposite. The goal isn't to sleep less, it's to sleep better. You can't perform at your best if you're exhausted. So, if you want to wake up early, the first step is going to bed earlier. Protect your sleep like it's sacred. Turn off your phone an hour before bed, dim the lights, and allow your mind to unwind. When you wake up refreshed, those early hours feel like a gift instead of a punishment. And here's something people often overlook: waking up early is less about productivity and more about peace. Yes, you might get more done, but the real reward is how centered you feel. You begin the day with clarity instead of chaos. You feel grounded, calm, and ready to take on whatever comes your way. That feeling alone is worth it. Think about the most successful people you know: entrepreneurs, athletes, artists, thinkers. Almost all of them share one thing in common. They value their mornings. They know those early hours are sacred. It's when creativity flows freely. It's when focus is sharpest. It's when your energy is pure and undistracted. They understand that if they can win the morning, they can win the day. But let's not pretend it's always easy. There will be mornings when you'll hit snooze, when your motivation is low, and when you just don't feel like getting out of bed. That's normal. What matters is that you keep trying. Waking up early isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Even if you start by waking up just 15 minutes earlier than usual, that's a victory. Over time, those small wins stack up and create big change. Let me tell you a little story. There was a young man who wanted to change his life. He was always late. Late to work, late to meetings, late to his goals. He blamed the world, his job, and his circumstances. Then one day, he decided to wake up just 1 hour earlier every day. In that hour, he didn't do anything extraordinary. He simply read, wrote down his thoughts, and planned his day. Within a few weeks, he noticed something strange. He felt calmer, more confident, and more in control. His days no longer felt like a blur. He was achieving more, not because he worked harder, but because he started his day with intention. That's the power of a quiet morning. It transforms your life from the inside out. If you think about it, waking up early is one of the simplest habits you can build, yet it has one of the biggest impacts. It doesn't cost anything, it doesn't require special tools, and anyone can do it. It's about taking ownership of your time and refusing to let life just happen to you. Imagine this: You wake up before sunrise. You step outside, and the air is cool and fresh. The sky is painted with soft colors, pink, orange, and gold. The world is silent, except for a few birds beginning to sing. You take a deep breath. You feel alive. You smile, knowing that while most people are still asleep, you've already started living your day. That small moment of peace, that's where the magic begins. From there, everything flows differently. You approach your work with clarity, not stress. You respond to problems calmly instead of reacting emotionally. You make better decisions because your mind isn't cluttered. You feel productive without feeling pressured. You feel like you're ahead because you are. So, if you want to change your life, start with your mornings. Wake up early, not to impress anyone, but to impress yourself. Use that quiet time to build your mind, your body, and your spirit. Even if it's just 30 minutes, make it count. Read something that inspires you. Move your body. Write down your goals. Sit in silence and breathe. Do something that makes you feel alive. Because here's the truth. How you start your day often determines how you live your life. If you start your day rushed, stressed, and distracted, that energy will follow you. But if you start your day with peace, focus, and purpose, that's the energy you'll carry into everything you do. Waking up early isn't just a habit, it's a mindset. It's a declaration that you're taking control of your time and your destiny. You're choosing to lead your day instead of letting the day lead you. And once you make that shift, you'll start to see your entire life move in a new direction, one filled with clarity, confidence, and calm. So tomorrow, when the alarm rings, remember this: your bed will always feel comfortable, but your dreams deserve your attention more. The sunrise is waiting, and so is a better version of you. 2. Exercise regularly. Your body is your most valuable possession, the vehicle that carries you through this journey called life. And yet, so often, we treat it like an afterthought. We wake up, rush through our day, sit for hours, and wonder why we feel tired, stressed, or drained. The truth is, your body deserves more than that. It deserves movement. It deserves care. It deserves exercise. Now, before you start imagining yourself running endless miles, lifting weights until your muscles scream, or following some extreme fitness routine, let me stop you right there. Exercise isn't about achieving a perfect physique or hitting a certain number on a scale. It's not about impressing anyone or earning a gold medal in endurance. No, it's about feeling alive, about awakening your body and your mind, about connecting with the one person who's always with you. Exercise is a kind of therapy. When you move your body, something remarkable happens inside. Stress, tension, and negativity that have been silently building up begin to dissolve. You release endorphins, those natural chemicals that make you feel good, that lift your mood, and that give you a sense of clarity and focus. It's like hitting a reset button for your entire system. And the best part? You don't need fancy equipment, a personal trainer, or hours of your day. Even a 20-minute walk can shift your energy, sharpen your mind, and brighten your perspective. Think about it. When you go for a walk in the morning, feel the fresh air, hear birds singing, and watch the sunlight dance on the trees, you're not just exercising your legs, you're exercising your spirit. Your mind begins to clear, ideas start flowing, and you feel a lightness you didn't know you were missing. That small, simple action of moving your body can be more powerful than hours of scrolling on your phone or binge-watching shows on the couch. Movement reminds you that you're alive, that your body is capable, that you're here to experience life, not just endure it. And it doesn't have to be walking. It could be yoga, stretching, dancing in your living room to your favorite song, a short jog around the block, or even a few push-ups and squats in the morning. Every bit of movement counts. It all adds up. The goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. The goal isn't about how fast you run or how many reps you can do. It's about showing up for yourself every single day and saying, I care about my body, I respect it, I am giving it the attention it deserves. When you exercise regularly, your confidence grows. There's something empowering about knowing that your body can move, that it can perform, and that it can adapt. People who exercise often feel more capable, more resilient, and more ready to face whatever life throws at them. When challenges appear, they don't crumble as easily. Stress doesn't weigh them down in the same way. Sleep comes easier, moods stabilize, and mental fog fades. It's not magic, it's biology. Your body and mind are deeply connected, and when one thrives, so does the other. Here's another perspective. Exercise teaches discipline and patience. You don't suddenly wake up with a perfect body or a lifetime of stamina. You start small. You commit to just a few minutes a day. And over weeks and months, those small efforts compound into big results. Your stamina improves, your muscles strengthen, your flexibility increases, and you begin to notice subtle changes in your posture, your energy levels, and even your outlook on life. That's the beauty of consistency. It shows you that progress is a journey, not a destination. And the confidence that comes from taking care of yourself spills over into every part of your life. And let's not forget creativity. Moving your body can unlock your mind in ways sitting still never will. Countless writers, artists, and innovators throughout history have credited walks, runs, or simple movement routines for sparking their best ideas. The rhythm of your steps, the flow of blood and oxygen to your brain, and the sense of liberation you feel when you move all combine to create mental clarity and inspiration. Exercise becomes not just a physical activity, but a form of meditation, a chance to connect with your inner self, to think, to dream, and to plan. You also don't need a gym to make this happen. Forget the notion that a treadmill or a fancy yoga studio is essential. Life is your gym. The world around you is full of opportunities to move. Walk to the store instead of driving. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Dance while cooking dinner. Play with your kids or pets. Even small actions, when done consistently, add up to monumental change. Exercise isn't a chore, it's a celebration of what your body can do. And here's something people often overlook. The mental benefits of exercise are just as important, if not more, than the physical ones. When you move your body, your brain releases dopamine, serotonin, and other neurotransmitters that improve your mood and reduce anxiety. You feel more grounded, more present, and more in control. It's like giving your mind a daily boost without a single pill or supplement. Over time, you'll notice that you handle stress differently. Problems don't feel as overwhelming, setbacks don't feel as crushing, and your overall perspective on life becomes more optimistic. Let me share a story. There was a young woman who struggled with constant fatigue and low self-esteem. She didn't have time for long workouts, and she often felt unmotivated. One day, she made a simple promise. Every morning, she would walk for 15 minutes. No excuses. No expectations. Just 15 minutes. At first, it felt small, almost insignificant. But over weeks, she noticed changes. Her energy levels rose. She slept better at night. Her confidence grew. She began looking forward to those walks, not just for her body, but for her mind. That simple, consistent habit became a cornerstone of her well-being, proving that exercise isn't about extremes, it's about showing up for yourself every day. Exercise also teaches you about boundaries. Your body communicates with you constantly. Soreness, fatigue, tension, these are signals telling you what it needs. When you exercise regularly, you become more in tune with these signals. You learn when to push, when to rest, and when to take care of yourself. That awareness spills into your everyday life. You begin to recognize your limits, respect them, and take action to maintain balance. And here's the key: it's never too late to start. You don't need to be young, athletic, or fit. You don't need prior experience or a perfect body. Every movement matters. Every step counts. Even small changes, like a short walk after dinner or a few stretches in the morning, create momentum. And momentum is powerful. It's what transforms intentions into habits and habits into lifestyle. Think about your body as your lifelong companion. It's with you through every joy, every challenge, every adventure. Treat it with kindness. Give it the care it deserves. When you invest in your body, you're not just building strength, you're building resilience, confidence, and energy. You're creating a foundation that allows you to live fully, to chase your dreams, and to embrace life without limitations. So, make a promise to yourself today. Move your body in whatever way you can every single day. Let it become your therapy, your meditation, your escape, your fuel. Let it remind you that you are alive, capable, and worthy of care. Because when you exercise regularly, you're not just transforming your body, you're transforming your entire life. Remember, it's not about perfection, competition, or appearances. It's about showing up, about consistency, about honoring yourself. Your body carries you through this world. Give it the attention, love, and movement it deserves. And over time, you'll see the results. More energy, sharper focus, better sleep, stronger confidence, and a deeper sense of well-being that no shortcut or quick fix could ever provide. Exercise isn't just a habit. It's a lifestyle, a commitment, a gift you give to yourself. And when you embrace it, you're embracing life. 3. Eat healthier foods. You've probably heard it countless times. You are what you eat. At first, it might sound like just another motivational quote, something people throw around in health magazines or on social media. But the truth is, it's not just a catchy phrase. It's one of the most profound truths about how your body and mind function. Every single thing you put into your mouth has an impact, not only on your physical health, but also on your mental clarity, your mood, and the energy you carry throughout the day. Think about your body as a high-performance machine. Now, imagine putting low-quality fuel into a luxury car, cheap gas, oil that's too thick, dirty water in the radiator. The engine won't run smoothly. It might even break down over time. That's exactly what happens when you consistently fill your body with unhealthy, processed, or sugary foods. You might not notice it immediately, but your energy dips, your focus falters, and your motivation starts to crumble. Suddenly, you find yourself reaching for another cup of coffee or a sugary snack, trying to patch the fatigue and brain fog that comes from poor nutrition. It's a cycle one that feels almost impossible to break, yet it starts with something as simple as what you eat. Now, the good news is that food can also be your greatest ally. It can fuel your body, sharpen your mind, lift your mood, and even heal you from the inside out. When you eat wholesome natural foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, nuts, and seeds, your body responds immediately. Energy levels rise. Concentration improves. Your mood stabilizes. That sluggish, heavy feeling you often get after a greasy meal disappears. Instead, you feel lighter, more alert, and more ready to take on your day. And it's not just about avoiding junk food. Healthy eating isn't about restriction, strict diets, or giving up everything you love. It's about balance, understanding the difference between what nourishes you and what merely satisfies your temporary cravings. There's a world of delicious, nutritious options that can make eating well enjoyable. Think about a colorful salad with fresh vegetables, a perfectly grilled piece of salmon, or a smoothie packed with fruits, greens, and seeds. These meals don't just taste good, they make you feel good. They give you that sense of vitality that you can't get from chips, cookies, or fried fast food. Let's talk about sugar for a moment. Sugar is everywhere, and not just in desserts. It hides in sauces, snacks, drinks, even in foods labeled healthy. When we eat too much sugar, our body experiences spikes and crashes in blood sugar levels. That's why after a sweet treat, you might feel a quick burst of energy followed by fatigue, irritability, and a craving for more sugar. Over time, this pattern not only affects your physical health, but also your mental clarity and emotional stability. Choosing whole foods instead of sugary snacks allows your body to maintain steady energy levels, keeps your brain sharp, and reduces mood swings. Water is another underrated but incredibly powerful element of healthy eating. Drinking enough water is one of the simplest, cheapest, and most effective ways to feel better instantly. Water fuels every cell in your body, aids digestion, helps regulate temperature, and keeps your skin clear. Yet, so many of us go through the day dehydrated, mistaking thirst for hunger, or struggling with fatigue and poor concentration that could have been avoided with a glass of water. Make it a habit to sip water regularly throughout the day. It's one of those small but transformative changes that has a ripple effect on every aspect of your health. Here's something people often don't realize. The benefits of eating healthier foods go far beyond just physical appearance. Yes, healthy eating can help you maintain a healthy weight, build lean muscle, and improve your skin, hair, and nails. But it also deeply affects your brain. Studies show that diets rich in whole foods, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates can enhance memory, focus, and problem-solving skills. Your mental energy improves, creativity flows more freely, and you're able to think more clearly, almost as if your brain has been upgraded by the nutrients you're giving it. And mood? All the mood. The connection between food and mental health is profound. When you consistently eat processed, oily, or sugary foods, your mood can take a hit. You might feel sluggish, anxious, or irritable without even realizing why. Conversely, when your body is nourished with wholesome foods, your mood stabilizes. You feel calmer, more resilient, and better able to handle stress. Healthy eating isn't just about looking good, It's about feeling good, inside and out. Of course, making a shift to healthier eating can feel overwhelming at first. Most people are used to convenience, fast food, and the instant gratification of sugar or fried foods. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be an all-or-nothing approach. Small changes, done consistently, make a huge difference over time. Swap a sugary snack for a piece of fruit. Add more vegetables to your plate. Replace soda with water or herbal tea. Cook at home more often than ordering takeout. These simple actions, repeated daily, become habits that transform not just your health, but your life. Healthy eating also teaches mindfulness. When you start paying attention to what you eat, how it makes you feel, and how it fuels your day, you become more conscious of your choices in every area of life. You learn to listen to your body, understand its needs, and respect it. That awareness doesn't stop at the dinner table, it spills over into how you approach work, relationships, and personal goals. It's about making choices that serve you, rather than choices that temporarily satisfy you but harm you in the long run. Let me share a story to illustrate this. There was a man who struggled with fatigue, brain fog, and constant cravings for junk food. He felt trapped in a cycle of quick fixes and short-term pleasures. One day, he decided to make a small change. He swapped his sugary breakfast cereal for oatmeal with fruits and nuts. The first week, he noticed little difference. But by the second week, he had more energy in the mornings, his focus improved, and he didn't feel the same mid-morning slump. Over months, as he made more small changes, drinking water, eating more vegetables, reducing processed foods, he felt transformed. His body felt lighter, his mind sharper, and his mood calmer. That's the power of food. It's not an instant miracle, but a steady, cumulative effect that can change your life. And here's the most important part. Healthy eating is a form of self-respect. Every meal is a choice. Every bite is a decision. When you choose foods that nourish your body, you're sending a message to yourself. I care about my health, I value my energy, I respect my mind. That mindset, carried into all aspects of life, creates a foundation for lasting wellness and vitality. It's also worth noting that healthy eating is not about restriction or fear. It's about freedom. Freedom from energy crashes, mood swings, and the endless cycle of cravings. It's about the joy of discovering foods that make you feel good while satisfying your taste buds. Yes, indulgence is part of life, and it should be enjoyed, but balance ensures that indulgence doesn't come at the cost of your health. So, start small. Introduce more whole foods into your meals. Drink more water. Reduce processed and sugary foods gradually. Pay attention to how your body reacts. Notice the energy, clarity, and calmness that come with consistent, mindful eating. Over time, these small changes compound into a lifestyle that supports your physical and mental health in ways you never imagined. Food has the power to heal, fuel, and transform. It can lift your energy, sharpen your mind, and stabilize your mood. But it can also harm if chosen carelessly. The choice is yours. Every bite is an opportunity to support your body, nurture your mind, and enhance your life. Choose wisely. Choose foods that help you thrive. Choose foods that make you feel alive. Because when you feed your body well, you're not just surviving, you're living at your fullest potential.